Hey everybody, it's Jason Wrobel here from jasonwrobel.com. That's Jason, W-R-O-B as in baby, E-L.com. Do you like that?
I really like that.
You like my weird songs? I've been hanging around with Eco-Vegan Gal Whitney Lauritsen for a little while now. You guys may have noticed we've been doing some recipe videos, some auto show videos on her channel, really having fun in the kitchen and in and around Los Angeles. And we're back today again with another awesome healthy take on a holiday recipe. Actually, this was part of Whitney reaching out to our Facebook community and asking what kind of vegan superfood holiday recipe you guys want to see, and they voted on
green bean casserole. That was the #1 thing that you wanted, so you're gonna get it.
You're gonna get it! And we're gonna bring it to you here today with some awesome superfoods from Ojio. And not only is this superfood laden, it's gonna be a gluten-free green bean casserole.
So everybody can enjoy it.
Everybody, including Grandma.
Yep.
Uncle Joe.
Uncle Herb.
Uncle Herb. Uncle Herb's tough to please.
Yep.
He's tough to please.
He is.
So let's jump in because this is gonna be a recipe in three steps. So let's do this. Now you may hear the cauldron boiling behind us over on the range top. We're gonna start with, of course, the green beans in the casserole. So we're gonna walk over to 2 quarts of boiling water here. Add about, you could do 1.5 cups to 2 cups of green beans for this recipe. What we wanna do is just boil them for about 6 minutes, 6 to 7 minutes, because we're gonna be baking them later in our casserole. So you guys don't wanna overcook the beans at this stage, just until they're kind of al dente. Now, an essential part of this sauce we're gonna make, we're gonna be doing a mushroom garlic kind of cream sauce thing going on here.
Mushrooms and garlic, 2 of my favorite foods.
Yeah? This is a good thing. I did my
really
research
good.
on Eco-Vegan Gal before doing this recipe.
Gonna be good.
So you guys can start with any non-dairy milk base. We want 3/4 cup. In this case, of course, hemp milk is just the easiest thing in the world to make.
It's easy and pretty much everybody can enjoy it.
So let's blend up our hemp milk, 3/4 cup here for a bit.
How'd you do it?
That's what I wanted. So we've got nice frothy hemp milk. And the next stage is we're gonna go back over to our stovetop and we're gonna saute a little bit of sliced brown baby bella mushrooms with some crushed garlic. But before we do that, we have to show people how to crush garlic. Now, there are many ways you can prepare garlic for sauteing. A lot of people like to do the old school thing where they mince it, which leads to stinky fingernails. A lot of people have a garlic press, which is a pretty awesome kitchen tool. But the third way not a lot of people do is crushing the garlic. And the best way I like to do that is with a little handy dandy $10 kitchen tool called a bash and chop.
Is that really what it's called?
It's called a bash and chop. Because you can bash things or you can chop things. Mincing, not so fun. Garlic press, not so fun. Bashing with the bash and chop, more fun. Now we can do 1 fist or we can do 2 fists.
2.
4 cloves of garlic at once. Ready? 1, 2, 3. Yeah! Look at that. You can just use the chop action from the bash and chop and do that. So now that our garlic is crushed and minced, let's take the mushrooms. You're on mushroom duty.
Yes, please.
And the garlic, and we're gonna head over to our stovetop and saute us some shroomies to go over those green beans. Okay, so we've got the garlic sauteing here on a low to medium heat. We're gonna add 10 ounces of our sliced mushrooms. And as you guys can see, I have sliced these on the thin side, simply because by slicing the mushrooms thinly, they cook a lot more quickly.
Smells so good.
Okay, so Whitney, if you would grab the cayenne and the black pepper and just add a few pinches of those guys. So we're gonna add a little bit of cayenne pepper for a little spot of heat here and also a little black pepper as well. So we just wanna cook these mushrooms for about 5 minutes or so, just until they get slightly soft. And then we're gonna add some other awesome ingredients to our mushroom sauce as our green beans are getting ready. How are the beans done? You're gonna know the beans are done, like I said, when they have that kind of that al dente, like slightly soft but slightly firm consistency. So we're gonna grab a fork and we're gonna see if our green beans are ready to go. Grab your handiest dandiest fork and we're gonna go into our green beans. Oh, that's a good test. Okay. So much like root vegetables like sweet potatoes or kabocha squash, if the fork goes cleanly through the bean, as you can see like so, still has a little bit of firmness. So just grab your nearest colander and drain off your green beans like so. Just Just give them a nice shake. Just green beans by themselves, I love the taste. When we get to that mushroom sauce though, and the toppings, it's gonna be so over the top. Okay, now Whitney, in all of her brilliance and culinary mastery, which you do have, a lot of people are like, oh, Whitney Eco-Vegan Gal, she's an amazing chef of her own right, had a great tip of pouring cold water to stop the cooking of the beans. So now that our mushrooms are reduced and translucent, you see there's a lot of shrinkage like they just got out of the pool. So at this point, we're gonna add our liquids, starting with 3/4 cup of organic veggie broth. And we've already got a little bit in there. So just a little bit. And one thing I want to be mindful of too is as we're adding these liquids, we want to adjust the salt levels as we go as well. So at this point, let's add a nice healthy pinch of salt. That should be good.
Nice.
A unique ingredient that I know you guys have never seen me use here, and probably not on Whitney's channel either, is a little bit of cooking wine. In this case, we have some sherry cooking wine from Napa Valley. And about a tablespoon should be good. Yes.
Nice.
And we'll bring that back to heat. And then we're gonna add a little bit of cream. We're gonna add our hemp milk here once we get that back to a nice high temperature. And of course, a lot of people might be concerned with the alcohol content. As you cook alcohol, the alcohol actually evaporates and just leaves the flavor behind. You using cooking wine? I thought you was raw, man. I thought, come on. The alcohol goes away and you just get that nice tangy undertone. Okay, so now that our mushroom mixture is reducing here, and by reducing, what that means is the sauce is thickening and it's starting to get less liquidy, so it's getting less moisture. So we've got a nice kind of just high heat action here. At this point, let's add the 3/4 cup of our fresh hemp milk. And then the last ingredient I'm going to add is some chia seeds. Now, you can grind up the chia seeds into a chia meal, or you can do them whole, depending on the consistency you want. But the purpose of the chia in this recipe is twofold. A, it's gonna give us extra nutrients like protein and omega fatty acids, but it's also gonna help thicken our mushroom sauce as well. So add about a tablespoon to 2 tablespoons of chia or ground chia. While we're waiting for the mushroom sauce to get back up to heat and finish, we need to go make our topping, our gluten-free topping. So what would a green bean casserole be without an amazing crunchy, bready, nummy goodness on top, right? It just wouldn't be complete.
Nope.
So let's take our twister jar here on our Blendtec, or you guys can use a food processor, either one. And I'm going to add a couple slices of slightly toasted gluten-free bread. So in this case, we're using a rice almond bread.
Yeah.
And Whitney, I know you obviously had a really amazing transformation, not only in your energy, but your physical appearance, just basically your whole beingness when you started to cut out gluten out of your diet. So
That's right.
As I'm adding this in, what was your whole experience with that? And why did you choose to go gluten-free?
You know, I just started to feel better. It helped my digestion. It helped, like you said, my appearance. I think I was kind of inflamed and bloated from it or something, and I would also feel lethargic after I ate it. So the whole experience has been amazing. There's so many great gluten-free products out there and recipes, and it's easy. It's completely easy now. You can still have pasta and pizza and bread and desserts. So
guys, check this out. We've got about 1.5 cups of our bread crumbles here from our rice almond loaf. Next, I'm gonna add, you ready? A full bag of Just Pure Foods crispy onion rings.
The best. I advise you to save a few just to eat as a snack because they're that good.
And also make sure that that crazy little that gel pack, don't put the gel pack in. That guy right there, not edible. It even says desiccant. Contains harmless absorbent for product freshness, do not eat. Okay, so we also want to add a little bit of coconut oil here in our topping mix. So a little bit of black pepper is next. A little pinch of sea salt like this. You know what to do, counterclockwise now.
Yep.
And not too much. So that literally was about 12 seconds. Oh, look at that consistency.
It's beautiful. I mean, it really looks pretty.
And what we can do, you guys, is take this nicely fine diced crumble and put some of the whole onion rings on top too.
Oh yeah,
right?
good thing we saved some.
It's crazy.
Wow, wow.
Okay.
Okay.
Let's check on our mushroom sauce. As you can see, most of the liquid has now been absorbed in the mushroom mixture. And what I like to do is add in the green beans, just put them right in so they infuse some of that flavor. So just stir in that sauce, get the green beans in there, get them nicely coated. And what I'm gonna do is just get a baking pan grease it with a little coconut oil, and then we're gonna bake this mixture at 425 degrees for about 15 to 18 minutes. So last step in our assembly here before it goes in the oven is putting our amazing gluten-free onion ring topping on. So Whitney, shake that, girl, shake it. Don't break it. It took your mama 9 months to make it. Won't you take me to Onion Town? Won't you take me to Onion Town?
That looks like it would be some greasy, unhealthy thing that would just like a gut bomb, but no, it's not, Jason. This is gonna feel good in your stomach.
It's gonna feel good everywhere.
Yep, your cells are gonna be like having a fiesta in there.
Fiesta. Okay, so we've got 15 minutes to go. Let's pop it in the oven at 425, bake this puppy, and get ready to manja. I think there's only one more thing we gotta add to our Superfood Green Bean Casserole.
What?
This giant jar of pickled hot peppers and things that's been back there since 1920. Okay, maybe not. So now is the moment of truth where we try our gluten-free Superfood Green Bean Casserole. Oh yeah, okay. Trying to get all the goodness in there, hold on.
Ooh.
Here we go, Whitney. Eco-Vegan Gal approved?
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
This would be a good dish to bring to a party. A potluck.
Ooh, and you've got the onion ring crunchiness. You've got the softness, the savoriness of the mushroom mixture. There's a lot of textures, a lot of flavors going on here. And again, you guys, you're getting it gluten-free. You're having the chia seeds, you're having the hemp seeds, the coconut oil, rocking out with just so much Ojio goodness in here. This is like next level foods. If you guys dug our video here for green bean casserole, give us a fat thumbs up and leave us a comment below. What are your ultimate all-time family recipes that just go over huge during the holidays? Like the #1 recipe that your family just goes gaga over.
It's like people are like taking their finger and doing one of these things around the edge of it because they can't get enough.
You mean that, the swoop?
Yeah, the swoop.
The swoop.
And then,
yeah, the swoop. The
or like
swoop
licking the plate.
Yeah, what are those recipes?
What are those? We want to know.
So I think we have plenty to share here. We got to find some people in the neighborhood to share all this casserole. Or just
no.
You can just eat it.
Yeah, I'll just
Whitney,
eat it.
And I'll just close out the video. So guys, thanks so much for joining me. I'm Jason Wrobel from jasonwrobel.com. That's WRB as in baby, EL.com. Here with Whitney Lauritsen, Eco-Vegan Gal. You guys check out her amazing channel. Subscribe here, click here to check out her wonderful, awesome channel filled with vegan recipes, eco-living tips. Also want to thank Ultimate Superfoods and Ojio for once again hooking us up with the maximum holiday superfood Flogio. And I'm just gonna sit here and watch her eat and see if she can polish off this whole pan. Thanks guys for watching. Have a happy, healthy holiday, and check out our upcoming vlogs about how to survive and thrive through the holidays. Because I know you got a lot of tips to share.
Yeah.
This one right here, there's a reason I hired her. And she works for chocolate.